welcome back to Houston Live. We are so excited to have with us today the Cass-Barrington Academy of Irish Dance.
We really are, and especially because they recently clinched the first place in one of the team categories at the 2024 National Championships, which is huge, okay? That is a major, major deal. We have sisters and co-owners Erin Cass and Laura Cass-Barrington joining us to share why Irish dance holds such a near and dear spot to your heart. Like, it's so important to you and your families. So welcome to Houston Live.
Thank you so much for having us. You're right. It really does hold a very important, place in our hearts. My sister and I grew up dancing. We started when we were really young in Buffalo.
What is the age difference between the two of you? How many years in between?
We're actually 3 years apart.
3 years apart. So you started very young.
We started young. We started with all of our cousins, and it was just such a family thing up in Buffalo, New York. Everybody Irish dances up there. It's a great little community. And moved down to Texas, and nobody heard of it down here. So I kind of decided this is what I want to do. I want to make people know what Irish dancing is. So.
It's one of those things where you identify the need and you're like, okay, no, Houston, we can't call ourselves the most diverse city and not have Irish dancing.
Exactly.
That wouldn't be right.
Exactly. That's what I thought. It's a gold mine here. Let's do it.
So Laura, for people who are not experienced with Irish dance, I'm sure people think of the jig, right? But when you go to explain it, what is Irish dancing?
Here in Houston, the way I explain it is, have you ever seen river dance?
Okay.
Because that's how a lot of people associate Irish dancing. River dance is the show. However, Irish step dancing is what we're actually doing.
Okay.
So we say we're river dancers to make it less confusing.
Okay, so what people don't know is that this trophy is a huge, huge deal. Why don't you tell people, Erin, why this is such a major deal, that this is actually on set with us right now?
Well, a little bit of what Laura just said is the difference between the performance dancing and the competitive side of dancing, kind of is what this trophy really does mean. And this is one of the book dances in Irish dancing where, what that means to us is you dance a step that is performed the same exact way throughout the entire world. Okay. So when it comes to a trophy like this, you have to get down, all the teams are performing it the same, and you have to get down to the nitty-gritty and make sure everything is just perfection.
So every single team is doing the same dance. It's literally who's doing
the category
the
that this is in. It's an 8-person team, and there's only a few that you get to select from, and out of those dances, it is the same throughout the whole world. And
so how long
the judges know what you're doing.
Right. But how long do you practice for something like that?
Oh man, you could practice for years.
I mean, our practices are ongoing all the time.
Right.
We do extra practices specifically for a major championship. I'd say about 3 to 4 months before leading up to
what
it.
do you think it is about this team, since it's the same dance? I mean, you guys practice it all of the time. What was it about this year's team that made the judges say, okay, these are our winners, these are the champions?
This team was very special to us. The mix of kids in this group, everyone is so different, and I think it was understood from the beginning that every single person brought value to the team. Every single person did their job. The dancers communicated. Every single day they would send each other videos, study each other's way of dancing. They would schedule Zoom classes between themselves, and we're watching each other. Send a video, okay, we'll tell you what we think, and it just kept going back and forth for weeks leading up to this competition, if anyone even knew the work that they did. And then once we were there, they had scheduled several practices in between their solo rounds to get together and make sure that they had everything down. It was the most special thing to see. They are such good examples to all of our kids, anyone around the world, if they knew what these kids put into this.
Well, there you go. That trophy's a nice representation of the hard work. First place pays off.
It was incredible. Yeah. We don't put pressure on the results, but when that happened, it was just validation that goal that they all had and got to was just incredible. And it's really fun.
And this is, we were talking about, this is kind of like a Stanley Cup because you only get to keep it for the year that you win. I mean, you prove yourself that 1 year, and you got to go right back and prove yourself again.
You get to put your name on it, and then you have to give it back, and it's the next person's team and a chance to win it. And that's what's so special is we were just talking earlier. You look back, and there's some really iconic dance schools on here that have won the world championships before. That
you're on there.
You're iconic. Congratulations. Guess who's not going to be on there? Me. I did a segment with you guys. I don't know if you remember
danced with
that.
you.
It was 2022.
Yeah. At our
And
studio.
I could not figure out how to move my feet so fast. And I'm not kidding you. You guys make it look so easy. And I must have practiced 4 counts for
There
an
you are.
hour and a half. I was
It just shows you. It's like watching
Yeah.
the Olympics. You're like, oh, how hard could that be?
It's hard.
No.
It's so hard. So, Aaron and Laura, how can people get involved if they want to take some classes?
Oh, we have classes from 5 years all the way through adults. Our adult
Okay.
class is one of our most fun. Maybe you guys can start.
I clearly need some more practice,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
All you have to do is send us an email, go straight to our website, cass-barrington.com, and all the information is right there. But we'd love to have anybody. You don't need any dance experience at all. We teach you everything you need to know. So
Congratulations
Thank
to you
you.
both
Thank you.
and to your team. And you are representing Houston so well. We cannot wait for our in studio. Oh, and by the way, you're pregnant and you still came to the couch for the interview. What do you do?
I deliver on Tuesday.
Tuesday. This coming Tuesday.
Dedication.
First TV appearance.
Dedication from all around. Now, get ready to see these national champions in action.
We have Ika, Cade, Kate, and Kira, and Gillian, all from the Cass-Barrington Academy of Irish Dance. They're showing us why they are champions. Take a look.
Quite amazing. You guys are amazing. Aaron Cass and Laura Cass-Barrington. This is something, this is something you think your child can do, oh my gosh, or they can learn to do this.
I feel like we should also be standing.
Now, let me
just
get in line.
like
Here
these
we
guys.
go.
If
Here
you
we
guys
go.
want to check it out, we've got a link on our website that will get you connected with them.